Hello friends, welcome. Let's look at this linear equations two variable problem. Places A and B are 100 km apart on a highway. One car starts from A, another from B at the same time. If the cars travel in same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? I'll just try to put in a pictorial format so that it's easy for solving. So let me say we have A here and we have B. We are taking two scenarios. The scenario in which they are traveling in the same direction and the scenario in which they are traveling in opposite direction. The first scenario in which they are traveling in same direction. The second scenario in which they are traveling towards each other. Now we have been given that the distance between A and B is 100 kilometers. We have been given that this distance is equal to 100 kilometers. Now if A and B travel in the same direction and they meet after 5 hours, let us say they meet at a particular point here, and let us say that this distance is equal to d. Then you can see very clearly, if they both are traveling in the same direction, by the time the B travels a distance of d, A will be traveling a distance of 100 plus d, so that they meet each other. That means A velocity obviously will be more. Let us say our speed, let us say it is x, A is x and B speed be y. In 5 hours the distance travelled by A will be 5x, and in 5 hours the distance travelled by B will be 5y, and the difference between them will be nothing but equal to 100. This is our first equation. I'll repeat again. In 5 hours at a speed of x kilometers per hour, A travels a distance of 100 plus d, whereas B at a speed of y travels in 5 hours a distance of d. If you subtract, that means the difference between the distances covered by them is always 100. So we know that distance is nothing but speed into time. So 5x minus 5y equal to 100 is our first equation. If you are not clear about that, you can take one more point. You can say distance covered by A is 100 plus d, whereas distance covered by B equal to d. But 100 plus d is equal to 5x and d is equal to 5y. So if you subtract them, you will have 5x minus 5y equal to 100. Now let's go to the next case. In the next case, we have A and B are traveling towards each other and they have taken 1 hour now. Okay, now we know the speed of A is x and the speed of B is y, and the distance between A and B we know is nothing but equal to 100 kilometers. That means A and B will be the two cars will be meeting somewhere between A and B, somewhere here, let us say. So the distance covered by A and the distance covered by B in 1 hour, if you add up, it should be equal to 100 kilometers, because you are starting from A and B, you are traveling towards each other. So can I say 1 into x plus 1 into y equal to 100, or can I say x plus y equal to 100? What is our another equation? Our other equation is x minus y equal to 20, because 5x minus 5y is 100. So if you try to add them up, you will get 2x equal to 120, or can I say x equal to 60 kilometers per hour. If x is 60, obviously y will be 40 because they both add up to 100 kilometer per hour. X is 60 and y equal to 40. So let's summarize this again. Places A and B are 100 kilometers apart on a highway. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If the cars travel in same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? If they travel in the same direction, they will be meeting after 5 hours. That means the difference of the distances traveled by car A and car B will be equal to 100 kilometers because car B starts after 100 kilometer, car A starts from the beginning of 100 kilometers. So car A travels 100 plus D, whereas car B travels only D. And you know distance equal to speed into time. And let the speed of the car starting from A be x and speed of the car starting from B be y. You know that 5x minus 5y equal to 100. Now let's come to the second scenario. In the second scenario, the cars are traveling towards each other. That means they will be meeting somewhere in between. That means the total distance covered by them is nothing but equal to 100 kilometers. The distance covered by A is 5x and the distance covered by B in 1 hour is y. Both of them should add up to 100. So I have x plus y equal to 100, x minus y equal to 20. You solve them, you get x equal to 60 km per hour and y equal to 40 km per hour. So that's the example of linear equations in two variables. We'll be doing some more in the coming session. Thanks for your time. Bye for now.